We have that Justice Maryanne Anenih of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja on Wednesday ordered the remand of the former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The judge also adjourned till December 3rd, 2024 to rule on his bail application. Bello and two others, Shaibu Oricha and Abdusalam Hudu, are facing 16 counts brought against them by the EFCC. The defendants were accused of conspiracy, criminal breach of trust, and possession of unlawfully obtained property. Justice Anenih fixed the date to rule on the defendant's bail application after taking arguments for and against the bail request by Bello's lawyer, Joseph Daudu, and the prosecution's counsel, Kemi Binhorio. Meanwhile, Bello and his co-defendants had earlier pleaded not guilty to the charges when it was read to them. Bello, who had been bailed for arraignment since April, presented himself on Tuesday to the EFCC. Before Bello was billed to answer to the 110.4 billion naira charge preferred against him before Justice Anenih, he was previously billed to take his plea before Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court in Abuja in another pending alleged 84 billion naira charge brought against him by the commission. Bello's appearance in court on Wednesday made it the first time he will be present to take his plea. This Bello issue, it's been going on actually since this week. The court case, not really, but his case with the EFCC has been on for a long time, and finally today, 2 days ago, he accepted, on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, he accepted to answer the EFCC for questioning, and he was actually detained, and charged to court yesterday. And now the judge adjourned the case till 10th December. And this has been a case of 110.6 billion naira fund diversion of government money, or government funds, I'm sorry. And I don't know how to relate this, because people have been saying that Bello is not the only one that has diverted funds in this country, that other former governors of the states have also diverted funds. That's why is he the only one that has been called by the EFCC? Is there no sentiment or bias situation in this? Even in the courts yesterday, there were this chaos where the judge had to walk away. She left the courtroom. I just want to get your thoughts about this. What do you have to say about this?
Nigeria is a case. Serious case. The first thing that came to my mind while I was listening to you is, I was just imagining if he's an ordinary citizen that the EFCC have been looking for, the police have been looking for since, is it April or so?
April.
And he has been dodging, hiding, refusing to show up. By the time they get him now, you cannot recognize his face. They would have given him police beating blue, black, and you cannot recognize him in this country. But now he has appeared in his royal, majestic aura.
On his own.
On his own, yes. He showed up when it was not convenient for him. Yeah. Perhaps after negotiating and getting assurances that don't worry, just show up, he now appears, and they are making arguments that you cannot be declared guilty until you're innocent until you are found guilty. That is the law, right? But this man has been an artful dodger that have resisted the police and the EFCC for so long. Now they are asking for him to be released on bail. And what is on him? What he has been alleged to have is almost 200 billion. Billion, not million, in this kind of economy. Yeah. Yes. When you have this kind of personality and this kind of case, all the governors cannot appear in court at the same time. EFCC as an institution does not have the capacity to prosecute all the governors at the same time. So depending on what evidence they have and what they have gathered and all that, then they can take the argument that he's not the only governor that is alleged to have diverted is complete balderdash. Even if there are 100 and all the 100 of them have diverted funds, they have to start somewhere. The issue is, did he actually divert those funds? Is he guilty or not? And not whether other governors have committed the same offense or not. That should be the argument.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, you just talked about him not the EFCC following due process and making sure that the situation is handled amicably. I don't know. You talked about if Yahaya Bello was a common citizen,
yes,
it would have been a different situation altogether. But he, on his own, decided to accept the invitation by EFCC for questioning, eventually got detained. Do you think there was a reason why the EFCC did not make proper move, they did not make enforced move to get Yahaya Bello detained all this while and waited until he was ready to answer to them?
They claimed that they were looking for him, that he was in hiding, they could not find him.
Yes, allegedly.
That was the claim. That was the claim.
That was the claim.
There was actually a time when I think they went to, whether they said they besieged his house and all that,
yes, and they didn't find
he
him.
Escaped like a movie actor. He escaped like Rambo.
But the EFCC is actually not known for such situations.
Is their word? They are the ones that went for the arrest.
He eventually came on his own.
Maybe he disappeared.
And then he reappeared on Tuesday for questioning. And then we have that he has been charged to be released on bail. What do you think? Do you think there's a bias situation? Oh, well, the reason why I brought the case where
they have made an application for his release on bail, but
yes,
he has not been released yet.
Because they adjourned the case till 10th December.
Of December, yes.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission is an institution that governs the criminal crime, that governs crime and whatnot in the country. And Yahaya Bello is one of the situations that has been pending for a very long time. Like I said, there has been questions that Yahaya Bello is not the only ex-governor that has diverted funds in this country. There has been other governors. Why has the Economic and Finance, the EFCC, not made the move to probe other governors? Yes, we heard about the Okowa case at some point, allegedly, that he had the case with the EFCC about funds diversion and all of that, in which he said that it was politically orchestrated, you know. And I don't know why is it that there's a selected personalities that the EFCC decides to probe and not every other person that gets involved in the crime?
Well, the EFCC will be in a better position to answer that question, or one of their spokesmen. But for me, I feel that...
I'm asking for your thoughts.
Yes. For me, I feel that it's not possible for them to investigate everybody at the same time. And often, for them to get deeply involved in a particular state's investigation, they need to act on a petition. They need to act on some kind of petition or prompting. That is, for me, one side of the matter. And I believe that maybe almost all the governors might have similar cases and all that. But who they choose to investigate first or prosecute first might depend on some kind of parameters that is best known to them. But what is more important for me is the person that they have chosen or they have brought out, whether the person is part of the government in power or opposition. Is the person guilty or is the person innocent? If you're guilty, then it does not matter. If you have cases to answer, then it does not matter. Whether you are the first in a line of 100, it doesn't matter.